Matsya from Hindu mythology. When a great flood threatened to wipe out all life, Matsya, the first avatar of Vishnu, appeared as a giant divine fish. He warned King Manu, guided him to build a boat, and carried his family, seeds of life, and the sacred Vedas safely across the waters. Matsya's courage preserved humanity and knowledge, proving that even in chaos, a savior can appear in the most unexpected form. Zeus from Greek mythology. Long ago, before the gods ruled Mount Olympus, the world was in chaos. Cronus the Titan devoured his children to prevent them from overthrowing him. But Rhea, his wife, hid their youngest, Zeus, in a distant cave on the island of Crete. Years later, Zeus returned, freed his swallowed siblings, and led a fierce war against the Titans. With his mighty thunderbolts, he defeated Cronus and imprisoning them deep in Tartarus. From that day, Zeus became king of the gods, protector of heaven and earth, and the eternal symbol of power and justice. Thor from Norse mythology. Long ago, in the realm of Asgard, thunder roared whenever Thor, the god of storms, wielded his mighty hammer Mjolnir. Beyond the shimmering Bifrost Bridge lay Jotunheim, home of the giants who sought to destroy the gods and mankind alike. When the frost giants tried to engulf Midgard in eternal winter, Thor descended from the heavens, lightning blazing around him. With every swing of Mjolnir, mountains crumbled and storms scattered the invaders. After a fierce battle, Thor banished the giants back to their frozen realm, restoring balance to the world. From that day, the sound of thunder reminded all that as long as Thor stood guard, Midgard would never fall. Ra from Egyptian mythology. When the world was young and shadows ruled, Ra, the sun god, rose from the waters of chaos, his light giving life to all creation. But deep below, the serpent Apep, also called Apophis, awakened, sworn to swallow the sun and end the world. As night fell, Apep struck. The sky went dark, until Ra's fire blazed brighter than ever. With a spear of pure sunlight, he struck the serpent down, restoring a dawn to the earth. And from that day, every sunrise became a reminder that Ra still guards the world from eternal night. Noah from Abrahamic, biblical mythology. Long ago, when the world was filled with violence and sin, God chose Noah, a righteous man, to save life from a coming flood. God told him to build an ark and bring his family and 2 of every animal inside, 1 male and 1 female, so that life would not vanish forever. It rained for 40 days and nights until the earth was covered with water, but the ark floated safely. At last a dove returned with an olive branch, and a rainbow spread across the sky, a promise that life would begin again. Noah didn't just survive the flood, he carried the world through it. Quetzalcoatl from Aztec mythology. When darkness fell and life began to fade, the gods feared the world would end. Then from the heavens descended Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, half bird, half snake, shining in colors of emerald and gold. He was the god of wind and wisdom. To restore life, he traveled to the underworld Mictlan, where only the dead dwell, gathered the bones of the dead, and with his own divine blood, breathed humanity back into existence. But the earth was barren and cold. So Quetzalcoatl brought down the sacred corn, the gift of life itself. The land bloomed again, rivers awakened, and the world was saved. He saved humanity not with war, but with knowledge, wind, and mercy. Nuwa from Chinese mythology. Long ago, 2 mighty gods, Gonggong and Zhuanshu, battled for power. Their clash shattered the sky, tilting the heavens and flooding the earth. Humanity faced extinction. From the chaos rose Nuwa, the mother goddess of creation, with a heart full of compassion. She saw her children, humans, crying and struggling to survive under the broken sky. Determined to save them, she gathered stones of 5 sacred colors: red, yellow, blue, white, and black. With divine strength, she melted them together to forge a glowing mixture of light and power. She placed the legs of a giant turtle beneath the heavens to hold them steady. The storm ceased, the fires faded, and life returned. Nuwa saved humanity not with war, but with love, courage, and creation itself. Susanoo from Japanese mythology. Long ago, the land of Japan was terrorized by the 8-headed serpent Yamata no Orochi, which devoured villagers year after year. When the storm god Susanoo saw an old couple mourning their last daughter, Kushinada, he promised to save her. He transformed the princess into a comb, and placed her safely in his hair, and set 8 barrels of sake to trick the beast. As Orochi drank and fell asleep, Susanoo struck. Lightning flashed as he cut off all 8 heads. From the serpent's tail, he found the sacred Kusanagi no Tsurugi, a symbol of divine power. Peace returned, and the wild storm god became a savior of humankind. Maui from Polynesia. Long ago, the world was cold and dark. Only the fire goddess Mahuika kept the flames hidden in her underworld. The clever demigod Maui wanted to help humankind. He journeyed down to her fiery realm and begged for a spark. When she refused, Maui tricked her, stealing a tiny flame and hiding it inside a wooden stick. Enraged, the goddess threw fire across the land, burning trees. But from that fire, humans learned to make flames from wood. Thanks to Maui's courage and wit, light and warmth returned to the world. And that was how every savior saved humanity from extinction or apocalypse. If you enjoyed this story, let me know in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Part 2 of Saviors from Every Mythology is coming soon, so stay curious and stay tuned.